people underestimate what a $100,000 funded account can actually do. Everyone dreams of having that funded account, and if you treat it right, it can literally change your life. I'm not exaggerating. A $100,000 account can buy you freedom, discipline, and options, but only if you know how to use it. So today I'll break down exactly how a 100k funded account has transformed my life and how it can do the same to you. By the way, if you want to learn how to actually get funded, the easiest way, I have put together a free training that you can access using the link in the description. Just watch it after this video. Alright, let's talk about what really happens when you go from small capital to 6 figures in funding. The biggest change isn't financial, it's mental. When you trade a $100,000 account, you stop playing games. Every decision that you take now suddenly matters. You're no longer risking lunch money, you're trading some large capital. That pressure right there will force you to evolve in a better version of yourself. You stop taking random setups, you stop gambling, you become the kind of trader who plans, waits, and executes. That mental shift from trying to win to trying to protect capital is where everything changes. Now let's talk a little bit of math. With a $100,000 funded account, if you risk 1%, that's $1,000 of risk. Now let's imagine your average win is 2R. So basically for every $1,000 that you risk, you're gonna make $2,000 in profit. And now imagine you average 3 to 5% profit every single month. That's anywhere between $3,000 and $5,000 every month. Now at an 80% profit split, let's say that's between $2,400 and $4,000 straight in your pocket every single month. And that is just by trading part-time, because you're not a full-time trader yet. That literally can be your rent. That's just freedom, that's peace of mind. And that's without scaling, because once you master one account, you can stack accounts at multiple prop firms. Here's what no one tells you. Trading a big account builds character faster than anything else, because the same habits that protect a $100,000 account will protect your entire life. You start waking up early, you start journaling, you start controlling your emotions. It's not just trading discipline we're talking about here, it's also self-discipline in your everyday life. A $100,000 account doesn't just change your income, it actually changes your identity, it changes who you truly are. And all of that in a very good way. I'll never forget my first payout that I got on my $100,000 account. I still remember it was on FTMO about probably 5 to 6 years ago. It wasn't even a huge amount, it was probably like $1,500 or something like that. But the feeling that I got when I saw that payout being approved and the money actually hitting my bank account, it was just unreal. Not because of the money, but because it was proof that I could actually do this for real. As nobody was really believing in myself, that was a huge milestone. And that payout, again, it hit different. It wasn't luck anymore, it was real money. And on top of that, it was skill, consistency, and patience finally paying off. And that's the day when I got my first payout that I realized that trading could actually build a future for myself. But let's talk about the dark side as well. Most traders blow their first fund account. Hell, most traders don't even reach the fund account. They blow tens of challenge accounts. And not because they can't trade, but because they cannot stop. They overtrade, they over-risk, and they treat that 100k account like a lottery ticket. They don't realize that this isn't a big break, it's just the first big test that they have. Prop firms, they don't reward quick profits, they reward consistency. If you can protect a 100k account and trade it for multiple months, you're gonna get endless opportunities. But if you can't do that, then the markets will humble you pretty quickly. Once you learn how to manage a large account properly, something amazing actually happens. Trading stops being stressful. You realize you don't need 10 trades a day, you actually just need one good trade a week. You don't need to risk 3% on all trades, you can just risk 0.5 or 1%. The moment you stop chasing that money, you start attracting it, and that happens. That is literally a general rule of money. And that's when trading also gives you freedom, time, control, and peace. Now, when you start pulling consistent payouts, because I'm sure you're gonna get to that level, don't start spending them all. just use those profits to build further. And I actually had a student who I think he made around $90,000 in profits with prop firms in less than 3 months. And then he started being very reckless with his money. He started spending on a bunch of crazy stupid stuff, and he went on a losing streak for like 2-3 months, and all that money that he got from that big payout, it was just gone. He didn't have any more money to rebuild himself, start trading more accounts, and actually be consistent with it. So my general rule with prop firm payouts is you save 50%, you invest 30%, and then you enjoy the 20%. And when you start making more money, I would suggest just cutting that enjoyment money to 10%. That's what I started doing from my first payout. I was saving 50% of it, I was investing the other 30% either in crypto, stocks, other stuff, or just straight up building more accounts, buying more challenges, and I was using the rest of 10 to 20% just spending money. I used my early payouts to build assets that now pay me monthly. I was smart about it, and that's how a $100,000 funded account became $1 million foundation for me. And guys, remember, a 100k challenge account is not that expensive. On CFD prop firms you can get one for like under $500, and on futures prop firms you can get that for like $120. So it's not a large investment, but that account can slowly build into $1 million foundation. So here's the truth: the 100k funding account won't magically fix your life, but what it will do instead is expose who you are as a trader. If you're patient, it will reward you. If you're greedy, well, it will destroy you. I always said that trading is a one-to-one reflection to yourself, and money, trading accounts, fund accounts, they're not just capital, they're just a mirror to yourself. And if you can master trading with a 100k fund account, there's gonna be an easy step up to 200k, 300k, 500k, and even $1 million in capital. So remember, $100,000 fund account can change your life, but only if you respect it. You treat it as a business, you trade smart, you stay disciplined and consistent, and make it count. Make every payout that you receive count. Don't be reckless with the money. Keep investing into yourself to build more capital for your trading journey. Saying that, thank you guys for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.